Picture an entire army, each in command of an Omnitrix, and all at my command.
That's Vilgax, and if you've seen Ben 10 for more than 5 minutes, you probably know and love this guy already. Arguably the greatest villain in all of media, the creators of Ben 10 purposely made Vilgax the most badass and invincible antagonist to date, which is why we see him reappear in all 5 reincarnations of this show. So for part 1 of this 4-part series discussing one aspect of each of the first 4 shows, let's delve deep into the character of Vilgax, and why he may just be the greatest villain you've ever seen. Vilgax appears in all 5 shows, looking his absolute best in the original series. Over time, he becomes a more goofy antagonist, especially in later episodes of Alien Force and especially Omniverse, which is why this video is going to be mostly focusing on the OG Vilgi. Vilgax, a chimera sui generis from the planet Vilgaxia, is Ben's main rival throughout the first 3 shows, and Ben basically regards him as his toughest foe ever. Even though he looks like Shrek's sushi platter, I can assure you that this tentaculated little dude is no laughing matter. In the classic series, he starts off from the very first episode searching for the Omnitrix, and thus for Ben. He sends several robots and drones to kill Ben, and even teams up with another villain, Rojo, to try to get the Omnitrix. Well, let's not say team, but Vilgax merges with Rojo's suit and controls her to try to kill Ben again. See, Vilgax is so badass, he doesn't even do the job himself half the time. He sends his minions to do his bidding, and the one time he does come, you better bet he's gonna give Ben a run for his money. He sends a bunch of bounties to Earth to kill Ben, but after being unsuccessful multiple times, he lands on Earth to take the Omnitrix himself in the last episode of Season 1. There, we immediately see that he's an absolute killer from sheer strength alone. Before we get to how he looks, let's talk about his sheer strength. So he has these cylinder things in his arms that expand and make him stronger, and then he just stands there as Ben runs into him and gets absolutely pummeled. This dude is a legend! His design also got an upgrade since we saw him in the very beginning. He now has a mask covering his mouth, with armor pads covering his arms and legs, looking much bulkier and more giant than previously. After Ben fights Vilgax in an incredible confrontation and blows him up inside his own ship, we expect him to be gone, right? Nah, team up with Kevin! After that, Ben throws the poor dude up into friggin' space. But wait, back to Kevin though. I mean, why aren't Kevin or any of the other villains cooler than Vilgax? Well, let me ask you this. Does Kevin have the strength to smash Mount Rushmore with a single bound? Can Charmcaster jump and catch Stinkfly, turn him back into Ben effortlessly, and throw him in a giant metal frickin' whatever the hell this thing is? I don't care, it looks cool. Later, Vilgax comes back to face Ben in the movie, until Ben turns into Way-Big and throws him into goddamn orbit. But not to worry, Vilgax is so damn cool that he comes back 10 times stronger just 2 seasons later. I guess you could say that 10 in Ben 10 stands for Tentacle.